You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting season. Come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. Let's show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Gonna talk to guests, only got the best. Gonna put their knowledge to the test. Gonna laugh and eat, gonna live the dream. Gonna show you things you've never seen. Gonna sing a song to the break of dawn. Gonna rock this party all night long. So come on everybody, let me see you dance. Get yourself ready, you got one more chance. You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting season. Come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. Let's show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
What up?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Happening?
Welcome to the PlayStation Collectors Podcast, Season 2, Episode 21. And tonight we have Radiator Rancid on the show. Welcome, man.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
Yeah, really good. Yourself, right now?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Doing awesome, man. Thanks for coming on the show, dude.
Absolutely. It's awesome. Thanks for having me here.
So tell us who you are, man, what you collect, and what you do.
Oh yeah, I'm just your average Joe. Collecting
how average Joe.
video games. Yeah. Well, I'm second in radio. I just play games and collect games. I don't really know what much else to say. I collect a lot of games. I like playing video games, working out, and my job,
Pretty cool, man.
Nice.
What do you primarily collect, or is it just like a little bit of everything, or?
PlayStation 4 is heavily into that for a minute, but I collect a little bit of everything. I want to start collecting the TurboGrafx. I just bought I want some TurboGrafx games next. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You're just starting to get into TurboGrafx collecting?
Yeah, I just bought my first game.
Oh, nice, dude.
It's like one of those repro games from like Project Retro.
Okay.
They did,
Nice.
they did Magical Chase. What is that?
Yep.
The little shmup game.
The like $3,000 complete in box game. Yeah, it's definitely good that they've done something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I had to jump on that, and I just wanted to play it. It's supposed to
So,
be
Radiator,
fun.
tell us more about your collection. How long have you been collecting for, and what systems got you into collecting?
I've been playing games my whole life. Really, I've been having them. What started me collecting, that you just own video games and then keep them. Just builds up, and I never really. I don't know. I started collecting back about when did COVID start? It was like a year before COVID.
Like
So,
2019?
2019. When that happened, I started buying a bunch of games. The prices of games really got scary to me. When I looked up Twisted Metal 4 for the PlayStation, when that was like $300, just all of a sudden out of nowhere, I was like,
That game's $300 now?
when I saw on eBay, it was like $300 for
Wow.
like, I don't know what that was about, but it was like, I just started buying games and keeping them after that. After games started getting expensive, that's when I started keeping them. Yeah, and my collection has grown. You know what I mean? Like, I never really collected until then, but I've always had a lot of games.
So you were doing a lot of like selling and trading and to stuff to get other stuff, and then that sort of stopped during COVID. Basically, it's just like,
That's
no,
what
this
I'm
ain't worth
saying.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because after a while, you're like, you just like, I feel like I'm losing on all these trades now that the value is going up and up and up and up. So, but you know, it's still good to trade stuff and sell stuff for sure. It's not like it's impossible or anything, but yeah, I can see what you're saying where it just became more like I'll hang on to this. We'll see. We'll just see because okay, when it's like selling stocks. If like you sell and everything's going up and up and up and up, you're just like, damn, I should have just held these for a while. So yeah, I know the feeling.
When you see a game you really like and it goes skyrockets, you're just like, wait, I better keep that.
I'm fine with all of that. The only ones that get me, what I think I've talked about that before, is like, there'll be like a lot of game series where I'll have like 2 of them out of 3 of them or something. And I was like, I'll get that last one. No worries. Yeah, I'll get it. Don't worry. Now I'm like kicking myself. I'm just like, oh, I should have just filled in all those little gaps in my collection 3 years ago. And now, but now I'm like, like I said, it's just like I had like Fatal Frame 1 and Fatal Frame 2. And then like, I had to get 3 recently. And I was like, sucks. But I was just like, I got to do it. And it's like I have Persona 2 and 3 on the PSP. And I'm going to have to get Persona 1 on PSP if I want to complete that set. And it's going to be brutal. So, those are the ones that get me. It's just the ones I sat on too long. And almost all of those, the reason I sat on it is at the time I thought they were expensive. I was like, I don't want to spend $50 on Fatal Frame 3 right now. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. I don't want to do that, and now I'm just killing like, oh. I remember like I saw like the Persona.
It'll always be there.
Yeah, I'll be able to get it. That's not like a rare game or nothing. But I just remember like the Persona on PSP when I was looking at those originally, it was like the regular edition, you get it for like $20-$30, and the collector's edition, you get it for like $40, $50. You know what I mean? And now
you're like, that's way too expensive.
For PSP games, that was expensive. Like the most expensive PSP game I thought I bought back then, I think I spent like $40 on the Star Ocean games.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Yeah.
It was like, oh, it's kind of a lot for a PSP game, but I was like, I just never see these Star Ocean games. I really want them. So I grabbed those. But like, yeah, it's just funny how perspectives change. Let's put it that way. Like,
I was
what a
chatting to
deal.
Radio before the show, and you guys know I'm selling a lot of my games at the moment. And we were chatting about what happens if one of these games is suddenly like a $300 game overnight. But my principle is like these games I'm selling are games that I don't want. So if I'm selling like a sport game for $15, why would I want it when it's $300? Like what? It doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? You only want it for the value, not for the actual game itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that's like a whole other thing with collecting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's like I guess it's the point. Like there's people who are in it for value. They really do like look at it as an investing, and that's like a part of the game. It's like gambling to them or whatever. But like I'm with you, Figsy. Ultimately, my collection is just like stuff I really want and that I'll play. Like games that I would even play like twice. Think of it that way. Like games I like so much, I might play more than once. And so there's like a few games in my collection that are all like I call them like one-time plays. I'm like, there were games that I was interested in. I might have run through them once, but I'm like, I know I am never playing this again. Like I just know I'm not. Like not that it was bad, not that I hated it. I just know I'm not putting the time into it when I have all the stuff that I do want to play or other stuff I would rather play again. I'm not playing that. So those games get tossed into the sell pile too. And I think it's healthy to like go in and clear out and purge stuff because then you have room for new stuff. Yeah. That's really what the goal is.
Or you just, my collection got to a point where it was like creeping up to the 5,000 mark, and it gets ridiculous at a certain point where it doesn't fit in one room anymore and different things like that. And you've got collector's editions stacked on top of collector's editions and games that are like they're still on shelves, but they're like sitting behind my computer and I can't see them. And it's like, I want to be able to see my entire collection. I want to be proud of every single game. And I'm enjoying culling it finally after 10 years of. You'd say it's almost hoarding to an extent, where you're just buying everything that you don't own.
I mean, you were passionate about completing a project. It was like that was part of the fun, going for the full set. Like collecting, the journey is fun, you know. And then once you get there, sometimes selling it off can be just as fun. Like you said, it can be just as like pleasurable, and you know, like you said, I'm sure that you've made profit on a lot of the games, which is a nice feeling, even if it's like a sports game, you spend $5 and you sell it for 20. That still feels good, you know, whatever. So,
and then there's games I bought for 7 that I'm selling for 5 because that's how collecting full set works.
Yeah, and you know what? Who cares? You're not gonna, you know, big deal. It's all liquid. It's all liquid.
It all balances out at the end of the day.
Yeah. So about that Griffin Knight epic, you still don't want that, right?
No, I still want that one. Sorry.
Okay, I'm just checking.
I am. That is the next shelf to work on, the low print PS4 section. And I decided last night, because I'm not going for full sets or anything, I'm gonna store all those games alphabetically with the rest of my PS4 games and just make a full PS4 collection. So like Firewatch will be in the F section and Griffin Knight Epic will be in the G section. Because I don't want 1 to 10. I want the ones I want in my collection.
That's right.
Definitely.
How you organize your collection, that would be an interesting topic sometimes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've rearranged
mine. Pure madness. People would be so frustrated.
I throw PS5s and Wii U games in with my Switch collection. You know?
Oh, no, I don't do that, you madman.
Oh, well, they're all Shantae.
Not on the same shelf, son.
I'm not spending like, you know,
Bad
gold
enough
for this.
I got like my Nintendo stuff on my PlayStation shelf. I feel that's dirty. Oh my goodness.
Have you guys seen collectors who do that, who do not care what they put on? They buy every system and they put the games on the shelf in order of when they get them. So it's like Wii game next to a PS2 game, next to a DVD, next to a PS4 game, next to something that hasn't got a cover, and it's just like, that's my collection. And I'm like,
it's like a bunch of close buildings together, you know.
I couldn't. You ever see that Reddit? I think it's Cursed Images. It's called, where it's like all this like stuff that like just screws with your OCD. Like it's like a little crooked painting or a little thing. Like oh man, I don't know. If I walked into someone's game room like that, I might just like have to like freaking chloroform them and reorganize it. Can't do this. Oh, what's the matter with you?
There's another thing that collectors do, and some people do this, and especially with box Nintendo games, which I do understand. But it's keeping stickers on their game, especially pre-owned stickers. I understand keeping a new sticker on a game because that's the original price tag and there's history. But when it's like a reduced $1 sticker and they want to preserve it because their understanding is that's the price I paid and I want to preserve that. But especially when they're on the spines and it's like cash converters or something, they stand out. I hate them.
Then they should just frame it like they do the dollar bills. It doesn't, you know, this is my first.
So it's one of those. I'm an anti-sticker overall in my personal collection. Like I clean everything. Everything's try to make it as nice as possible. I don't really like stickers, but I do get the logic. Like it is kind of funny when you pull out like a game that's worth $600 and it's got a sticker on it that says $9.99. That's funny. Like I like that. And I do like the idea of like seeing maybe like if like you bought the game, if it's like a secondhand, not so much, but if you bought the game from like KB Toys when you were 13 and you remember that day and the sticker's still on it and that you know that I can see it being a thing. You know what I like to do too is I like and it's strange as it sounds, but like you ever find like receipts in games? Somebody
that I enjoy. Yeah,
I keep those like all the time. It'll be like somebody bought it in GameStop in 2006 and they traded in like a couple of Call of Duties for it and they got this. Like I don't know. I don't know why I always find that charming and I always keep those receipts in there.
So in my city, Joe, we've had this one guy working at EB Games for over 20 years, and he always puts the receipts behind the artwork in the game. So it's in there, and you don't see it. Anyway, I went for a PS2 game and I found a receipt from 2003 and it had Mel on it, and that's the dude. Like, oh my god!
You should have him sign it. Like, bro, this is vintage. Sign this.
Well, I was gonna use it for they had a competition and it was find the oldest receipt, and whoever had the oldest receipt for the company won a prize because it was their like 20th anniversary. And I found that, but someone had one from 1997. So.
That's tough to beat.
I want to add one thing of stickers. So this is something that people probably don't think about, but selling on eBay, it's known as bad practice to sell something with a sticker on it, say from a garage sale. Like if you're selling books or DVDs, you take the $1 sticker off it because people don't like buying things for $5 if it's got a $1 sticker on it. Doing things like that. And you can get complaints if they receive it and they see how much you paid. Anyway, if you leave your stickers on for a long time and you peel them off to sell them, it also leaves a mark on your game where the sticker was. Something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you get rid of the sticker right away, it's probably not going to receive any marks on it.
And we just all can agree that anybody who puts stickers on the artwork is just evil and is Satan, and we hate them. So all of you people who throughout time who did that, how dare you? I hate those games where they have the yellow sticker.
If you work in a retail shop and you put sticker on the artwork or a disc, the disc on stickers on PS3 discs, and it actually like kills the game.
All I know is on your deathbed when you're confessing, that better be like on the list of things you beg for forgiveness for. That's all.
I remember buying a PS3 game late cycle. It was like an iToy game, when I was going for a full set. And I liked the employee, hey, can you take the sticker off? It was on the disc. And he's like, yeah, no worries, and ripped it off and ripped the artwork off. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, you didn't know me. Can I get a refund?
You can have it, yeah.
I mean, did he take the sticker off though? So he wasn't lying.
Just made it unplayable.
The radio.
He got a game today and it had a receipt back in 1991. That's impressive.
That's awesome.
The receipt to last like over 30 years. That's awesome.
Yeah, especially if it's like Funko Land or some cool ass place that don't exist anymore or something like that's cool. Toys R Us even.
Yeah, Toys
R Us. Ah, man, that's so cool. Or Child World, KB Toys we had around here, all those places.
That brings back nostalgia seeing that stuff. It's really cool.
For me it does. Like gosh, dude, I loved going to the store and checking out new games and stuff when I was a kid and checking out the kiosks and trying stuff out, and oh man, good times right there. Me going to I don't know, I guess it's like taking my girlfriend to the mall now or something. And you're just like, you shouldn't take me to that place. We're gonna be there for a long time if you do. I'm just gonna go in and play with everything.
Sounds like a good time.
Shop done the same. Had the kiosks.
Sorry, radio.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, toy shops aren't the same. I don't know if it's because I'm not young anymore, but I just don't feel that magic when you walk through. The only one that you do is like we got the Lego shop over here, and the Lego shop feels pretty cool when you go in there.
Yeah, I went to the Lego store in New York when I was a kid, and it was like a spiritual experience for me. I don't know if like you've ever been to like one of those crazy stores they have where they have like the massive statues everywhere and everything. There's a Lego store in New York. I can't remember. I think it was like multiple floors or something. I don't know. Or maybe I just went to that crazy toy store in New York and they had a Lego section. It's hard to remember.
One of the two.
Yeah.
I went game hunting with Andy on the weekend, and honestly, it was the first time we've both been in months, and I was pretty disappointed in like the game shops. Just nothing jumped out to me. There was $100 stickers on all the new games. I don't know. I looked through the pre-owned section. I don't know if it's because I've been selling stuff and not buying new things, but I just felt like there was no deals at all to pick up. And yeah, I think we bought one game each, like on a day where we both went out game hunting with the intentions of buying stuff,
Yeah, my local shops have not been the same for quite some time. I mean, whatever. GameStops are hit or miss. It's just, I guess it's more your area, like the collectors in your area, what you're going to find. But the actual game store that I used to go to, let's just say like it used to be, I think I've talked about this before too. Like, I used to be able to get decent deals. Their prices were less than eBay. And, you might be able to come across some neat stuff that was rare. And like nowadays, like you go in there and the prices are eBay or worse. And the quality or the condition is terrible. That's what really disappointed me was that, they were selling games like PS1 games with no manuals, and they were charging full price, like eBay prices, like full prices for these games. Like, I'm just like, dude, I'm not paying $120 for a Symphony of the Night with no manual. Like, what are you doing? Like, it
They're
just
charging it for it, even if it has the rips in its CDs now. It's crazy.
we went to Cash Converters, and I'm like, "Oh, Andy, they got JRPGs on PS1." And he's like, "Oh, sweet." And we're looking at it, and I'm like, "Oh, they got Grandia." And I'm like, "Oh, it's $100. It's cheaper on eBay." And I pulled another one out. I'm like, "It hasn't even got the manual." Like, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, baffles me. And it's like, they know. Like, I know if I went up there and I'm like, hey, why is this game incomplete and you're charging more than full retail? Like, they did, And also, like, another thing that really bums me out is they used to give decent value for trades, and that's gone now. They're just like, we'll give you a penny for everything. I'm like, what the hell, dudes? I'm like, I'm not. What happened? It used to be pretty decent, but
Are your
not
game
anymore, man.
shops like this, Joe? That now, if you go back in like 2 months later, it's exactly the same stock. They've
Yeah.
still got it sitting there because no one's bought it.
Yeah.
Or it's got like a reduced price on it, something like that. It's like because no one's paying these prices, so
who's paying these prices?
No. So the only way that store is to me any value or at all anymore is you might catch them slipping on some new stuff that they aren't quite up to speed on what it's worth. Like, so all the retro stuff is just it's ridiculous. Like, I'm not buying it. I'm not getting PS1 or PS2 games from them. I'm just not. But I can still find pretty rare PS3 and PS4 games from them because they don't know. So like I found like Metal Max Xeno, the first print, not the new one. Yep. I found like the original sealed there for like $30, like a long time ago when it was worth definitely more than that. I was like, hell yeah, I'll pick that up, and like stuff like that. I found a couple like pretty rare Sedesco games they had sealed for a reasonable price that awesome. That sell they would sell for more, they were way more on eBay. So you can still get some deals, but like I said, it's like stuff they're not aware of. I used to do great on PS3 for a while. They had just PS3 was so cheap no matter what it was too. Like they have $10 like everything in the store. Even then, that's changed. But
you're not going to get a deal on a game that's got Mario or Pokemon or something on the front cover. That's just gone.
No PS1, no PS2, and then 3DS and DS. All that stuff was insane. Like I was hoping maybe 3DS I could catch them slipping. No. It's like $150 for Cave Story. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Damn.
I'm good.
One of the only games I catch them slipping on are games that like just shoot up in price. Like I went in and bought the Skylander games before they shot up in price. And then the next time I came in, the Skylander games were like 4 times the price they were. It's like they looked at what I was buying and put the prices up of the stock or something.
It's probably is. They just like, oh, it's that guy. What's he getting?
I had one of the employees say, "Oh, I can't give you a discount because I know that you sell on eBay." It's like, okay, I'm not going to buy anything then. So if you go into a pawn shop, I know I've worked in a pawn shop, so I know how the margins and everything works in there. And if you buy multiple things, I want a discount. Sorry, even if it's 5%.
Yeah, and what? Who the hell cares? What do they care if you're reselling stuff on eBay? Is that affecting their sales?
It's affecting their sales if I'm not buying things.
Exactly. That they're turning away a customer for some like theoretical money or something. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to me.
How's this from a perspective? I've spent more money there when the prices were cheaper. Now that their prices are more, I spend less money there. So where's the logic?
That's absolutely the truth. And that's like that's the thing a lot of markets have to understand. And that's
these stores are holding up. Somebody's buying them.
And that's like,
well, you'd think so, but I've never seen more stock in these stores ever. So, like, do they have to now hire more people to sell online to get rid of their stock? Where they have a brick and mortar store and they could have just sold it quickly and had that quick turnover and then bought more stock with the money. I'm a big believer in most of the money. It's called some of the money now rather than all of the money sometimes. It's the saying, meaning, I'll take 20% off an item if you're going to pay for it today rather than sit around for 4 months to get 100% of it, because I can turn that 80% into something tomorrow and then turn that into something the next week. And by the time that 3 months comes around, I've made way more profit on the first item than I would have if I would have waited.
Yeah, and I have a few people that I've met throughout the years that are repeat sellers to me. And they know that I'm just honest with them. I'm like, I don't want to pay retail. I want to pay a little bit less, but I will buy often from you. And I'll buy expensive stuff that is harder to move than your regular crap. Like I will buy $100 games from you, or 3DS systems off you, or whatever. Just give me a deal. Keep them coming. And I've had people that they'll always offer me first, and I get first dibs on whatever they get. Like guys who go to estate sales and stuff like that, and they know that even if they're not maybe getting the absolute top dollar that they could be getting, I'm an easy sale. I'm reliable. I'm not going to give them a hard time. They're going to get the money. It's not going to be a headache, and they get it quick. So it's like there's value in that. Like, so I don't like people, like you said, they get too focused on that one sale, and they're like, I don't want to lose. This is worth $10 more, bro. And I'm like, dude, who cares? If you're going to get somebody who's into this, who wants to buy stuff from you all the time, give them the deal. And it just is just bad business.
It's funny to think that, because I used to have the other attitude when I first started selling. I'm like, nah, it has to sell for this price, no offers. Like, this is my price, and I wouldn't sell much stuff, And I didn't realize at the time that, why am I not having many sales? It's because all my prices are high. If you go online, you can find a better price because so and so's got a coupon on his store where he's doing 10% off. Where my price might be the same, but I'm not offering 10% off, or I haven't got.
And they're offering 10% off when you come back too.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to look at it not from your perspective of I'm selling and this is what you got to look at it from, if I was going to buy this, what would make the buyer buy mine over everyone else's? And you got to have those incentives. If I get someone buying 2 items on my store, I instantly send them a coupon for 20% off. Because in my head, I'm like, all right, they're a person who's looking through my store to buy things. So if they then get this coupon, they might wait till they get paid on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night and then go and buy 5 or 10 things. And, those are I sell $5 games, which don't make money. But I had someone this week who watches the show, actually, shout out if you're watching, who bought $25 games. And I saved $70 in postage by not having to ship out 20 different items individually. I shipped them all out together, and the customer's getting all these games in a couple of days all at once, and they're all in great condition. So he's going to be happy. You got a discount on them all, and it helps me out too. So it goes both ways. You can't just have this one-way street where it's my stuff. I'm going to make $1 million, and everyone's going to pay me tomorrow, because the world doesn't work like that. You got to make it incentivized for the buyer and incentivized for the seller.
I'm surprised you don't put it in. You do lots?
No, I don't do lots. They're all individual items, but if you buy things, you can use coupons on items. So I think I've got a 19% off coupon at the moment, so you can get almost 20% off all your items that you want. And if someone was to message me privately, I'd offer them 20% off. So, they can get a little bit better if they want to take the time to send me a message.
Yeah.
Now, do you still, to separate yourself, do you still include those little nude pictures of yourself in every game?
That was a secret.
Oh. Well, people, I know you're wearing the mask and everything, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows it's you, man.
So where do you sell your games at?
I put this little 3D embossed. Never mind. But yeah, man, I always it's like taking offers and stuff like that too. You should always take offers and be reasonable and accept offers and stuff like that. If it's within reason. Because I've had
you should never decline an offer too. Even if it's a disrespectful offer, always counter with what you'd sell it for.
Yeah.
I've had people send me $1 offers on $200 games, and I've countered with 190, and they've bought it.
Yeah.
So their $1 offer is just, in their head, I want this. I don't want to pay that. And I'll send them a price that, all right, well, do you want to pay this? 50%, probably 90% of people aren't, but there will be that 5-10% of people that will want to pay, will want that item and be like, I actually will pay that. Even though the first offer was $1, they can turn into a customer.
And those little things make a difference, because I don't know how other people shop on eBay, but I just make lists and I watch tons of stuff, and because there's a million things I want to buy, and none of them are a priority. I don't need any of them. So it doesn't matter when I get these games. You know, it's not like I'm dying to get them. I can get them whenever. So like sometimes just the fact that someone gives me a discount at all, I'm like, all right, man, yeah, you know what? I'll buy this week. I wasn't planning on it, but you know what? That's a good deal for this. You know, I see these for 30. You're going to give it to me for 25. Let's go. I'll take it. You know, thanks, man. Like even a little discounts can make me like become like push the sale. So it's worth it.
I think you bring up a good point on how you shop on eBay, Joe. Like for me, every single item in my watch list I want to own. I don't watch items for the fact that I'm just watching it for no reason. I'm watching it because I want that item.
Oh, it's something I plan on buying at some point.
At some point.
Absolutely.
I might plan on buying it for that price, but I'm watching that item because I'm like, that triggered, like, I want that. I might like constantly start searching for it, or I might watch it as a reminder to buy it later on. But
exactly,
every time you've got a watcher, you can send them offers. So you're potentially sending someone an offer on something they want to buy. Like that, that should be going, okay, there's a sale to be had here. Exactly. Especially like you'll get on eBay, when someone's looking at an item, it'll give the seller an option to send them an offer instantly. So I do it second it pops up. I'm sending them offers because you want to do it as quickly as possible. Because if that person's looking at something at 8 o'clock at night and then at 10 past 8 they get an offer that's cheaper, they might instantly buy it. But if you send them an offer at 6 o'clock the next morning after they've stopped having a couple of drinks and they aren't in that buying mode, they're probably just going to completely ignore the notification,
Or they're like me and they've watched 4 of them. They're all $30 and you're just waiting to see who gives you an offer. Yeah, because I do that all the time too. I'm like, I'll just watch like 5 of the same game that are all like, I look for the condition I want more than anything. I try to find stuff that looks like it's not all chewed up and gross, and and I watch those and I'll wait for see someone who gives me an offer. And sometimes even if say there's like 4 of them, they're all $30 and like one of them's $32. If the $32 person gives me an offer for 30, but it's the best condition one, I'll take it. So it's like, again, that's just I'm big on that. I rarely will just buy something off eBay full price when I see it. Like I rarely do, unless it's just a great deal and I don't care.
Unless it's just popped up and it's a rare item that that it's not going to be there if you leave it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, there's some things that are like you just buy them when you see them, period. And they're so rare that pretty much whatever price you paid is the price. That's the way it is. It's just
you're the not price you want to pay for it. It could
but then you have it and you can put it on eBay for whatever the hell you want to sell it for. So that you're the only one with it. So that's also a nice power to be.
That's a good kind of thing. I like what you said, Joe, about how you watch 4 things all at the same price. Because like most items on eBay are all the same price because 90% of video games are all on eBay at any given time. However, like I'll do that. I'll watch those 4, but 1 or 2 of those sellers might have the option to send an offer, and I'll send them the cheeky $25 offer. And if one goes ahead and takes that, I'm taking the $25 one because I know it's all right. This is $5 cheaper than I can buy anywhere else. I feel like I'm getting a win here. If I feel like I'm getting that little win, I'll take it.
I will I am the king of that. If they take offers, I'll get it for $1 cheaper if I can. I am definitely that guy. I'm just like, you said you take offers, so here's an offer. And it also like if you know your product and like I'm buying some stuff that I'm just like, I know nobody else wants this damn thing. Nobody else wants this. So I can make an offer on this. I guarantee you this guy's had this for a while. You just get, or like that's another thing. You may watch something and just be like, I've been watching this for months. This dude's definitely going to take an offer if I offer him something. There's no way. It's just sitting on his shelf. He can't sell it. I'll be like, come on, man, hook it up. Give me $10 off or something. And then a lot of the times they will. So that's a good thing to know. It's the same thing. I don't know if you guys like on Facebook or Craigslist or something like, sometimes if you see something that's been sitting there for a long time, you'll be like, I'll make an offer. Just be like, come on, man. It ain't selling for what you're asking. So how about this?
You
want something?
Joe.
Come on.
To talk from a selling perspective, I had a jacket, like a suit jacket, and I got it for free. So in my head, cost is zero. I know it's going to cost $8.50 or something to post. So, I'm like, if I can make $20 from this thing, that's a win. I had it listed for $200 a year ago, and eventually it was like down to $75. I got a $25 offer. I took it right away because in my head, I paid nothing for it. It's been sitting there for a year. I can clear it out, and the guy that bought it probably thinks he's going to get the best deal. And I know I've got the matching pants for that jacket on my store still. So once he gets it, he might want the set.
And then no offers. You want the pants, buddy? No, I'm just kidding.
But you are spot on. Like, there are items that I'd probably take more than half price off to let them go because they've just been sitting there for so long. And then the other point you brought up is going for items that are really unique. So when I was like trying to complete games and buying manuals and stuff, they're really good things to send offers on because someone might have a manual sitting there for $30. You're offering $10. You can't turn that down because no one else in the world is going to buy this manual for 12 months, 2 years. Like, that one offer is your one sale. You turn it down, it's gone.
Yeah, I when I went on my little 3DS raise tear or whatever, like I sold so many cased manuals only, like or like card onlys and stuff like that. And I'm taking whatever people are offering, like you said, because like I do a lot of like bundles. I'll buy like a bundle of games. I only want like 5, and I'm selling the other 15.
Yeah.
And like I don't really care what I sell them for. I don't care if I get the max value for them. I'm just trying to recoup my costs and make the games I want cheaper. So if I spend $80 on the bundle and there's 4 games I want to make those 4 games as cheap as I can. So I don't care necessarily if I sell it for the max for the other games. I just want to, if I can get it down to I paid $30 for these games, I'm very happy. Like, I'm not necessarily looking to make money off of my sales. I'm just trying to recoup the money a lot of the time. So
people sleep on this stuff too. Like, there is actually a really big market for incomplete video games out there. So eBay gives you
complete your stuff,
sure
make money. Buy the stuff.
eBay gives you the option to look at analytics, and it actually ranks you. I don't know about America, but in Australia, it ranks you among every other seller. And I can see that in video games, I'm like top 100 video game sellers out of 20,000, whatever it is. But for manuals and like artwork and stuff, I'm ranked in the top 10 in the country. There's not many people do it, but I've still got the buyers out there. So like, there's a market for this stuff. There's so many people out there that would throw these things in the bin, man.
I know, that's crazy, dude. Like,
oh, there's no disc, we can't sell it. Throw all those manuals out. Like, yeah, wait to the pawn shop. I was pulling video game manuals out of the bin, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Give them to me."
Breaks your heart. Just you think of all the stuff that ended up in the landfill. Rule of Rose soundtracks in there, man.
Also in the GameStop dumpster dive videos where they're like, it's so sad what they do to games. They like have to scratch them and different things like that, so people can't resell them.
For like one of the biggest game retailers to be so just disrespectful to games, it's just like, oh my god, you guys are just terrible.
I won't be sad if they go bankrupt in the next 10 years.
They already did.
We're going to miss them.
Yeah.
Probably going to end up missing them. Just like Blockbuster.
I don't know. I don't think we'll talk about GameStop like we talk about Blockbuster these days. But maybe people will get really nostalgic for it and start making their game rooms look like a GameStop.
You mean they're going to?
And here's the part where I asked for scratch protection.
I guess someone was able to remove the Blockbuster stickers on the DVD or on the discs. I saw that. I saw someone on the taking off the Blockbuster.
Oh, when you've got the lemonade on the disc,
the whole sticker.
Yeah.
So back when PS3 era, because video games were shutting down, I went and bought all the stock of One Video Store's PS3 games. It was like 100 games. I think I got them for like $100. and a lot of them I was able to peel the laminate off, but probably like three or four, I'd go to peel the laminate off, and I'd rip the artwork off the disc. So
yeah.
it's risky.
It's
the manuals are
insane.
the worst though. They do the manuals, and if a manual's got laminate on it, that's how the manual is. You do not peel it off because you're just gonna rip the front and the back page off.
Yeah, I've learned like when it comes to taking off stickers, like it's just if it's on the artwork or on the manual, or like even stuff like those laminate discs, I wouldn't mess with that. Like it is what it is. Like, you're more likely to damage it getting that sticker off. It's better to leave the sticker on at that point, I think. I do, than tear the artwork or something like that. That's what happened to my Afro Samurai. One of those stupid freaking yellow stickers on the spine, and I tried so hard to get it off, and I couldn't. I ripped a little bit.
Oh
off
yeah,
of
the
it.
one on the bottom there.
Yeah, and so like it still is like a freaking sore in my collection when I look over there, and that's one of those things I'm like, I'll get a new copy someday, but that game's probably going to get expensive. I would think it's good.
Slip cover probably will. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool game in general.
Yeah, it is. We've got a bit of news to talk about this week, guys. There's a few things happening in the game collecting scene. First one I wanted to touch on was this sale of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, which sold on auction for $980, which is absurd at this point.
That's
screaming at Square Enix to
prices. You might want to grab it if you want it.
You could probably buy all the actual games at that point if you really wanted to. Buy exactly. The NES games and the SNES game, yeah. So, I'll be honest with you. I feel like this is karma bait, and I feel like you're asking for this thing to get reprinted if you spend $1,000 on it. Like, I don't know. I'm still blown away that Square didn't make more of these. Just blows me away, dude. What are they thinking?
Yeah, like real Nintendo tactics in the way they sell them. Especially from Square, a company that reprints everything.
Yeah, that's
this is their way of showing
if this was Atlas, I'd understand.
You could buy brand new freaking Final Fantasy 7s from Square right now. They'll reprint and give you a copy. You get Chrono Cross. You can get they have tons of those games that you can still get. But this brand new thing that apparently like everyone and their mother wants this thing, and they're like, I mean, how could you be Square and see this and not want to print more? It blows me away, man.
Well, Square aren't making any money on this. It's not like Square Enix get $1,000 for selling this copy. I mean, they got $100 for selling it once. They missed out on $900.
Yeah, and then them releasing them in the middle of the night. Oh, I mean, dude, I woke up at like 7 a.m. that day and tried to buy it, and it was too late. I'm like, that's not right. That is not right. I mean, I'm a little salty.
I can't say it not being reprinted, but it hasn't happened yet. So,
or I mean, I'm still shocked there isn't an Asian version like how they did with the Switch release. Yeah. Like even that,
they canceled it. Like what? Why
wait a minute. There's not an Asian release.
Oh, there is a Switch version. There was a PS4 one, but it got canceled after it was announced for pre-orders.
Yeah, and after tons of people pre-ordered it too. Yeah, I don't know.
I got something really cool to show you guys that I received this week. So, as you guys may be aware, Revenge of the Bird King has a Vita release through limited run games that hasn't technically come out yet. I've received a photo of the spine, which actually shows the limited run number of the game, which is quite surprising. I don't know if anyone's seen this before. So, Revenge of the Bird King is limited run 00, which they announced that it wasn't part of the Vita set, but having 00 sort of means that it's going to fit in the set, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome to see.
Yellow Vu.
Yeah, dude.
There's been a few copies sold on eBay recently, like for over $1,000 each.
Jeez.
Copies are getting leaked out there,
Slowly but surely, somebody's got a case of them.
And if you guys aren't aware, the owner of this game, the name's eluding me. It is And he's an employee of Limited Run Games. So he made the game himself, and then he published it himself while he was still working at the company. However, as you can see, it's got Limited Run's logo on the back. So I think that may be part of the reason why the Vita release didn't actually get out there, because it was done by Limited Run unofficially, where he did the PS4 version himself and sold it through his website. But regardless, there's copies out there, so they obviously have 1,000 copies sitting in their warehouse at least, you know.
That's
and
sick.
Suddenly they're being sold on eBay for $1,000 a pop, which isn't good.
Yeah, the Vita gets real ugly when you get down to the most expensive one. There's a couple, and it's insane how expensive they are for how old they are.
The Nicholas games, like that's disgusting too. What that company is doing, it's the same thing. Like, and it's now gotten to the point where the owner of these companies would have not, $1,000 or $10,000 worth of stock. They've suddenly got $200,000 worth of stock if you work out what they all sell for on eBay. Like, surely that's running through their heads, right?
How could you not? Like, I'm sorry, but like, if you have something that's selling for thousands of dollars, why would you just throw them all up there for $50? It would be tough. It'd be a tough sell.
It's not like these companies are run by millionaires or billionaires. This is run by people who, would be releasing game by game to be able to like pay the bills to turn the lights on and stuff. Like,
so we're in the wrong racket, Figsy. We need to come out with like a new Pong and limited release. We'll sell we'll make like 10 copies. No, we'll print 1,000, but we'll purposely destroy like 800 of them. So that way the 200 we have are worth so much. We'll sell them like $5.
I can see Limited Rare Games doing that. Hey guys, we've got 100 copies of this new game. Here's Boris destroying the other 900.
Exactly. And he's just rolling over with the steamroller.
Every second someone doesn't buy one, we're going to destroy it and make the FOMO even more.
I am excited about my mystery game though. That's fun. I got to give it to him. I'm curious to what the hell are they going to send me, dude? I'm kind of curious.
You just got the
we
one.
We have Limited Rare.
I just got one mystery game.
Did you see what they posted on Twitter this week?
Which one? Yeah, the misprinted.
They got their Super Blood hockey. I don't know if this is photoshopped or real, but it appears that the artwork's sideways.
Yeah, I like the Twitter tweet. It was like, Boris, you had one job.
I mean, I kind of like it because of the meme.
I mean, I think it's charming in a way. Like, he purposely almost screw it up. It's part of like you said, it's part of the meme of the company almost. Like
the top of the photo looks photoshopped here, but then the bottom looks real. So I don't know if it's just the lighting that makes it look weird and the seal, or
it looks real to me. That looks real to me. I mean, I don't know. But what'd be funny is if they have.
Look how he's ripped the box. Like, who rips a box like that?
No kidding.
It's just a rip.
I'm also I'm still interested to see what is limited legacy games. What are they called?
Oh, limited premium edition.
No, there's another new print coming out. It's like limited legacy or something, right? Or whatever they call it.
You bought that game off them, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
They haven't announced what it is yet?
No. The only thing they said was originally, remember when I looked it up, they said it was like some pig or something, and I looked it up and it was like this weird ass like Japanese cartoon or something. But one of their tweets was like, "It's not the pig, guys." I was like, okay, so it ain't that pig game. It's gonna be something else at least. So I was like, all right. But again, it's fun. It's stupid and it's like probably a waste of my money, but it could be. Who knows? What if I try to have the next poop slinger? Who knows? What if
it could be the next poop slinger. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. What if they would ship out 10 of them and then they get sued and they go out of business and I end up with like one of these crazy things that nobody, who knows?
Speaking of poop slinger, I've got sent a screenshot from Doug, who left Limited Run Games about a year before Poop Slinger came out. Doug made a tweet posting gameplay of Poop Slinger saying, "This game needs a physical copy."
Oh yeah, That's so funny. You know what I was thinking? It would have been a great candidate for that scratch and sniff thing we were talking about.
Oh.
Oh my god, just shit inside the games.
Just don't tell people like scratch and sniff. And I was just, oh, there's this guy gagging. Oh man, I need to start a gaming company. This is
it comes in a special edition manure bag or something.
No, good stuff.
I seen on Twitter someone else mentioned the sniff and scratch after our podcast the other day.
Yeah, it was Joe from GameSack was talking about it. That made me laugh. I saw he was thinking about bringing back the scratch and sniff games, which I had never even heard of that until this podcast. I didn't know that, dude.
Let me pull one out to show you.
And it like if you said, hey, well, so I have a rule in life. I don't know if you guys, if anybody ever says, hey, smell this, I say no. So I don't care what it is. I don't care what situation it is. I don't care where we are. I don't care what it. And he was like, hey, smell it. Nah.
I'm gonna show you guys.
Nope. It's whatever it is. I'll pass. Thank you.
So this is in Gran Turismo 2. It's called Pit Stop Disc. Please rub the disc label of Gran Turismo gently with your fingertips or a small cloth to experience the authentic pit stop.
Oh,
smell.
That's the rubber one? The tire?
Yeah. It fucking smells like tires.
Still got that smell, huh?
Does it got that new game smell?
How do they do that? Like generally, this is 25 years old. It's still got the smell, you know.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
What does a Shrek smell like?
I don't want that one.
I really want him to roll with it though. That would be so funny. Like every game had that. You would just be like, I wonder what is Castlevania gonna smell like. It'd just be an interesting thing, you know. Like I'm curious. What is fucking
Mario was asking, I wonder what the one Vita game is for people who bought all the Vita releases in Limited Run's website. I believe the one game was it was a case that came with a coin, the golden coin or something, and that was like a thank you for buying all their releases. Yeah, it wasn't a game, but it came in a Vita case and it looked really nice.
That is sick.
That's awesome.
Now,
a little bit more news. Some positive news from Limited Run. And first time in probably 6 months, I've really been excited for a new release. They announced they're doing Persona 3 portable for the Xbox One, which is funny, the PS4 and the Switch. No PS5 version.
That's the way it should be. This is how it's going to be. I always go for the PS4 version if they offer both. Almost always.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I would just rather have it. And I am also extremely excited for this port.
I'm generally surprised that Atlas, of all companies, are letting Limited Run release their games, not doing it.
Sure, yeah.
Like they're a company that are known for releasing one print of a game, and if they're going to do a second, surely they would be doing it themselves, right?
You would think so, but looks like that from the guy's tweets, it looks like he's been working on this for a long time, trying to make this a reality, getting like a deal, and like in a way, it makes sense because Atlas is kind of known as a low print company in a way, or they have been traditionally. Now, if they really want to blow me away, I want to see a partnership announced with Working Designs. I want to see them bring back all those and re-release that. That would be freaking amazing. But
yes, sir.
This is not the poop-o this. This is still really cool, and I was honestly excited for this announcement too.
And they also announced Persona 4 Golden's going to be getting the treatment as well, which I never played on the Vita, and I really want to play that one, so I'm pretty stoked.
Really? Yeah, I haven't played any of the Persona games. Not yet.
And again, too, I'm not like super into collector's editions per se, but I don't know if you've seen the 2 collector's editions for those games, but they are really nice for both of them. Mm-hmm. So I mean, with Limited Run, they always have like the regular version, the middle version, and then the whole my god, freak eggs, sell your kidneys version or whatever. And so like I'm never promoter of the get the crazy one just because I think it's crazy. But if you love the game, I mean, do it. But it's got a lot of
come
neat
out
stuff
with the statues and stuff. I think that's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you love the thing, then get it. Like gosh, like I love Evil Dead stuff so much, and like, I bought the Evil Dead Collector's Edition when it came out, and I don't give a damn if it was worth it or not. I just love it so much, and it makes me so happy to have that stuff. So if that's how you feel about the game, then you should do it. But yeah, the collector's editions for that game look really cool.
Evil Dead's fucking awesome.
Is there a steelbook for the collector's edition as well?
Yeah, it comes with a steelbook, I believe. Yeah.
Oh.
I think the middle of the road version comes with it too. So I might opt to get that. Comes with like a cool like grimoire and like a steelbook and everything. Yeah.
The only thing with limited runs collector's editions is I don't like how they don't make them look like every other collector's edition on the entire like PS4. They don't have the PS4 logos around the top or the Switch ones. Like, why? You make them look like a PC game. I hate that. It means when I put it on the shelf, it's not going to fit in, so I'm just not going to buy it.
I don't like how NAS does that either. They just have like a generic edition that's for Xbox and PlayStation or whatever. It doesn't say anything on it. Like I don't like that.
Like Undertale. You can't tell which version you got. It just says Undertale. It's like, is it the PS4 version? Is it the the Vita version? Blah blah blah.
Oh, they don't put the sticker on anymore that says the what does it say? Hybrid device if it's a Switch, and then a home console.
Console. It says. Yeah, I think they do still do those stickers or whatever, but still like, I don't know. I'm mad on that. But that's
if you can put all the artwork on the disc, put it on the collector's edition too.
Sure.
It shouldn't be that hard, right? If every AAA game looks exactly the same and looks in Unity, so you can tell what system it's on. Every Switch
That's
game
what I like about
some of
these collector's editions, though, is that you could buy and I'm not an Xbox person, but if you get the collector's editions, they're total up to about the same as the PS4 version of the game, except the game is Xbox.
Yeah.
I like the one of the things they do that I really like is I like the Neo Geo releases they did, like all of those games. Those look so nice next to each other in the set, and I love when they re-release the new games with like a retro console case. Like I like the ones that look like a Genesis game or look like I think that's neat too. I like those. Those are pretty fun.
But that's the thing; they make them look exactly like the games. Why don't they do that with the collector's editions? Make them look like the collector's editions. The customers are all us collectors. We're all OCD, and we want things to look the same, right?
Yes, yes, we do. There's nothing more frustrating than you have like a shelf and like one thing is like freaking a millimeter taller than everything else or something.
I guess the only thing that I would say they do have going for them is they all are the same. So they all are looking different. So I guess if you buy every limited run collector's edition, you can put them all together. And I know the boxes aren't all the same shape. But, like, what's that weird looking section without any logos on it? Oh, that's my PS4 limited run collector's edition section.
And my Switch collection looks immaculate because of all the collector's editions. My PS4 collection is still bigger.
So I was going to ask you about that. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you post on some Switch collecting stuff before. You watch, what is it? Switch Watch. You watch that all the time. I've seen your pics on there. I'm pretty sure when he shows pickups and stuff, which from Jordan and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember seeing. He's like, and there's Radiator. I'm like, hey, I know Radio. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's I love it. I love keeping track with all the Switch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna collect everything for the Switch, and then they're pulling PS2 numbers and PS1 numbers. I'm like, damn.
Dude, good luck.
I think it's past the PS2
exactly,
which is crazy.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot more expensive than a PS2.
Yeah, a cheap Switch game is not a cheap PS4 game. A cheap Switch game is like a middle of the road PS4 game. Which, for the point that you can't just like a Switch cart is going to cost Nintendo more than it's going to cost Sony to print a disc for a PS4. So I get that makes sense, but for full set collecting, it's scary.
And those guys are just stacking up money, Nintendo.
Yeah, dude, I'll jump on sales and I'm like, it's $50. What a deal! I'll grab it. It's like seriously, like I saw the new Kirby game on sale on Woot for like $40. I was like, that's probably the cheapest I'll ever see that damn thing. I'm getting it. You know what I mean? I am hoping, praying that when the new Nintendo console comes out, there might actually be some like secondhand Switch stuff for sale that's like reasonable. Like I'm hoping to God that there'll be some people selling it, but I don't know, man. It's just
I'm still waiting to see secondhand Wii U stuff cheap, too.
So I
Really?
see
Wii U.
I see lots of Wii U consoles very cheap, and I see games cheap, but just with the Wii U, it's like the good games are never there. All the ones you want are never there, and it's always the same. It's like everybody's selling it, and like they pick the Zelda games out and sell them separately because those sell like for way more than everything else. So it's it's tough. But yeah, I'm praying. You never know. You never.
I got
know.
a big complaint about something that Nintendo announced this week. It was something I was looking forward to. So the new Pokemon games with DLC, they've announced physical versions. It's coming out before all the DLCs finish, so only half of the DLC is going to be on it, and the DLC is all download codes.
Mm-hmm.
So double thumbs down for Nintendo for that.
Yeah, they also announced they're releasing a physical version of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in Japan that includes a ton of the expansion pass content on it, but it won't have the last bit.
Yeah, the last full package.
Guys, come
What
on.
is that shit, huh?
Come on. So I'm not doing it.
They're gonna release the other one with the last package.
Yeah, so there's no way in hell that whenever the new console comes out, they're not going to re-release Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Complete Edition, Superb Game of the Year, Yoshi Butthole Edition, whatever they want to call it. Yeah, there's no way. It's
Extreme Max Hyper Edition.
Yeah, and then they'll probably be like, and if you buy the Nintendo Switch Online, we're gonna give you even more crap from Mario Kart 8. It'll never. It's like the GTA 5 of games. It's just like the same thing. It's just like
never ending song.
It's gonna be Mario Kart 8 point version because that's just gonna be the final game.
See, my theory, I hope I'm right, is like Mario Kart 8 to me it's the console seller for the Switch. It's like if you buy a Switch, you get that game like day one. It's like everybody wants Mario Kart. Like when you think of Nintendo, like everybody wants that. So I'm hoping to God that they have some games they plan on using as console sellers, and I'm hoping that's one of them. Like, please announce Mario Kart 9 and sell it with the new console. It'll sell. It'll sell all your I'm hoping they announce that Mario Kart 9. I want Metroid Prime 4 to finally come out. You know what I mean? And I don't even care about a new Zelda or something, but a couple more like big Nintendo brand titles to sell the console. I hope they do that on launch.
Just to add on that, Joe, I could see an issue why they wouldn't do that, and it's the same with a new Super Smash Brothers game. That if they made the new games and they don't include all the content from the last games, it's such a watered down version. And they're not going to just include everything from the previous games, but then people have bought all these amiibos and all these extra tracks and things like that. Like you can understand why they're not releasing new games. It's because of this reason that the games, they have so much money invested in them that it's hard to just can it to make something new. It would almost have to be like a completely new game.
So that's the thing
that has all that content that's still worth the money of the last one.
You're not wrong, but they still have to.
At some point, yeah.
Unless they just want to call it Mario Kart Eternity and just call it that, and then that's it, and they just keep adding content to it forever or whatever. I mean, that's
Mario
fine.
Kart Double Dash Deluxe.
Well, maybe we're going down the road of Fortnite, for example, where Mario Kart's going to get a new season pass every 6 months, and it's just going to be called. It's just Mario Kart 8, even though it's Mario Kart 8. That's just Mario Kart, and here's the new season pass, and here's the Christmas Mario Party.
Yeah.
Same with Smash. It's the same game. This is the game, but we just have a new season pass. We're going to add new things, take things out, and that's our game now. And eventually, you won't even have to own it. You'll just have Nintendo Online, and that'll be part of your Nintendo Online.
Maybe they'll do that. Maybe they'll just drop the 8 and just call it Mario Kart Deluxe from now on, and just buy it again on your new console, get all the content you had, and we'll still keep it on just like we've been doing. Maybe. I don't know.
They're gonna have to come up.
That thing is, I can see that more than a Mario Kart 9, which is kind of sad.
Man, every time I put it on, I just have fun.
Game's dope, dude. I love kart racers. I bought those N64 controllers. I've been telling you, I'm playing tons of like Mario Kart 64, dude. Like, so good, dude.
Oh, I wish I was. Yeah, that's so fun.
Oh my god! I just want to touch on a comment. Mario just said, "Turn the 8 to the side, and you get Infinity X-File music."
Exactly.
Oh, hey guys, I think on that note, it's time to play Figsy's quiz.
Oh yeah,
I want to believe.
Let's do it.
So before we start the quiz, let's get into chat's question for the week. And I'll bring up the scores. So we have 2 people on 3 points, Mario, and Banfi. On 2 points, we've got Jason, Trickster, and Cyrus. And then on 1 point, we've got Windy Corner TV, Jimmy J, Lulu Girl, The Collectionist, and Westman. So the way chat works is the first person to get 5 points will win a video game shipped anywhere in the world. So you got to be in it to win it. Now to win, we need the full title. And this one is tough. Pavel sent me this one and said, "Is this too hard, Figsy?" And I said, "Nah."
And now he's like, "But it is. So good luck."
I got this.
Oh, you guys have gotten everyone right so far. We haven't had one chat question wrong. So I thought we could make it hard for a week. So here's your question for the week, guys.
This just looks like a good time. I don't know.
I will leave it up for a bit.
God, what is that movie called? He's a bartender, right?
Now, while chat's thinking of that, we'll get into the quiz. Ray, I know you're a viewer of the show, but you've never been on the quiz. Would you like to go first, or would you like Joe to go first tonight?
I'll go second. Got the 2 in my name there.
Ooh, I like it. Joe, you're going to be going first tonight. Now, once again, Pavel and Sylvan have done all the questions for the quiz, and we do have the new style of question as well, which you guys all love. So it should be really fun. I was the guinea pig this week, and I think I got like 6 out of 12. So good luck. All right, question number 1, Joe. This one is for you.
What you got
Whose sidekick had a PSP exclusive only game? Was it Clank, Daxter, Glowbox, or Bentley?
I think it was Clank.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Still?
I would have said Clank too, actually.
I definitely know who it is if it's not Clank.
Honestly, I don't. I'm gonna guess Daxter.
Yeah, it's Daxter.
So on the PS2, we had Secret Agent Clank. However, on PSP, it was Daxter.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Which I have that game. I just, for some reason, I was like, God, I thought that was a Clank game.
And that's one that Lemon Run didn't get at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not yet at this point.
Yeah, God.
All right, moving on to question 2. Radio, this one's for you. What was the second title? So, what was the title of the second Goat Simulator game? Was it Goat Simulator 2, 3, Second, or Zombies?
Yeah, I already know this one. It's 3.
It is Goat Simulator 3, the second title.
Bad news.
That was a trick question, but you knew it. All right, moving on to question number 3. Joe, this one is for you.
Okay.
What is the profession of one of the Mario brothers that had his games on 4 different Nintendo consoles?
Say one more time.
What is the profession of one of the Mario brothers that had his games on 4 different Nintendo consoles?
4 different consoles. So this is like a weird side spin-off of the Mario games, is what you're saying?
I'm looking for what the profession was.
me think about this. I mean, Luigi had the Mansion games. He was a ghost hunter, but that wasn't on 4 systems, was it? It was on the Switch. It was on the GameCube. It was on the 3DS. Was it on the Wii U? No. No, there was no game for that. So I don't think it's that. What profession? It's not plumbing, obviously. That would be too easy. And there's no game about plumbing, is there? And there's like Mario's missing. It's like those educational games, this Paper Mario's. What the frick are you asking me right now, bro? It's one of the Mario brothers, and it's his profession.
Yeah.
It's not plumbing. I don't know, dude. This is gonna be so simple, and I'm just gonna piss me off because I don't know it. I can tell already. It's gonna be like some stupid ass thing. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just say ghost hunting like Luigi's Mansion. I don't know.
Radio, what is it?
So wait, what's the question? The question is, what profession did Mario have in the last?
What is the profession of one of the Mario brothers that had his games on 4 different Nintendo consoles? Sorry?
A doctor?
Yeah,
Doctor
that's
is
probably
correct.
it. Dr.
Dr.
Mario.
Mario.
Yeah. Damn it. So simple.
Oh, I
was
don't know
on
how you
4
didn't get that one.
Because I didn't think it was on 4 systems. I thought that was just on Nintendo and like Game Boy, right? I mean, what else?
And I think if
on?
Mario, I go straight to plumbing and then doctor, and maybe from all the memes I've seen.
That's my cousin's favorite game. She loves that. Dr. Mario. She's so good at it too. Like she can beat it on the hardest setting, on the fastest thing. And that was when I was like 12. She was a year older, so 13. She was beating me like that.
So Mario's guessed Tom and Jerry and Housetrap. However, that is incorrect. So chat's question is still up for grabs this week, guys. Just a reminder for everyone in chat, this is your question of the week. Looking for the video game title.
Those ones are tough.
In the meantime, we'll move on to question number 4. Radio, this one's for you. What game series is the spiritual successor to the Banjo-Kazooie series that was released on PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch?
Oh. I'm gonna guess ukulele.
Ukulele is correct.
It's a good
Oh
guess.
shoot! Okay.
At the end of round number 2, Radio's got himself a big lead of 4 points. Joe is still yet to get on the board. Radio's first time on the show. He's proven himself to be a very competitive player. I like it. All right, we'll move on to question 5. Joe, this one is for you. What is the famous person who had this tycoon game?
Is it Donald Trump?
It
is. Oh my gosh.
I realized there was a helicopter that said Trump in there.
Yeah, the Trump helicopter.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I just, you know what it made me think of? It was just the way the logo with like the circle at the top. I just like that. Just looks like it would say Donald Trump. I don't know why. I didn't.
Moving on to question number 6.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Radio, this one is for you. Perfect Dark on the N64 had the idea of putting your face in the game. What accessories did they have in mind to do this?
That was the Game Boy camera.
That was, in fact, the Game Boy camera.
I bet it looked so
What
good.
a strange idea, huh? Nintendo's just always they're gonna be.
Dude,
We got it, Nintendo.
We were playing GoldenEye the other day, and man, the faces look so bad.
But how good was the pause music?
Oh, the music's great. The game was fun. Getting used to the controls. Oh man.
I know, right? I played that after. Yeah,
it's tough, dude.
When you start playing those controls, it's like I thought I had this down. So good.
I used to, but now it's definitely
it's horrible, isn't it?
And then you get stick drift on that one
controller. I believe the shit we put out back then.
Dude, you know what game too I tried the other day and I could not play it was freaking Time Splitters. I tried
really?
to play Time Splitters
Yeah.
and like the control scheme in that game is who the
It's
hell?
inverted. So I paused
is.
it. I played it like 3 weeks ago. I paused it, changed the invert right away, and I played it for like an hour, man.
Oh,
It's
you had
so
to change the
good.
TV?
Yeah. So like even when I changed it, like I could not get the controls to work the way I wanted. Like I don't know. I just was like I just couldn't get comfortable playing it.
How crazy was it though? Back in that day, like invert was default.
Why?
There's a
Why?
generation of gamers out there that play like that because of those
Dude.
games.
The oh man, the controls on PS1 FPS
Like
games
because someone wanted back in the day, you pointed down, it was
Yeah,
like
you go
going up. So like,
just
I
like
can
an airplane
understand
or
it.
something.
It's like
Star
the
Fox, I
controller
think,
went
got
all the
used
way
to that.
through, and the other side of the stick was pointing through, so it went down and then up. That was the logic behind it. And then someone's like, "What if we just make down, down, and up, up?"
It's worse, I think. I like it better when it's inverted.
No, you're crazy.
Down is up and up is down. You guys don't like that one?
No, you're a bad man.
I can't play like that. Not me.
All right, guys. At the end of round 3, Joe's got on the board with 1 point, but Radio's got a big lead of 5 points. Still anyone's game though. We'll move
All about
on
that
to
last round, baby.
Yeah, Joe can come back in that last round. You got to stay strong the whole quiz.
That's right.
All right, question number 7 and 8 are going to be our picture questions, just like chat. So, Joe, this one's for you.
Okay.
Name the video game.
What's the middle one?
Yeah, I don't know that middle one.
Yeah, what the heck? Wonder retro gaming, a bite-sized history of video games. Wonder. What the heck? Oh, God. What is the middle one? Damn it, brain! This is killing me.
I'm actually confused on the last one too.
I don't know, dude. I want to say like Wonder Boy and Dinosaur Land, but that ain't even a real game, so I don't know, man. I pass. No idea.
Radio?
Yeah, I don't know this one. Barry.
Barry. There ain't no Barry.
Barry.
Dag. Yeah, no, I don't know this one.
I don't know.
No one in chat's got it yet. This is a good one.
Oh, did somebody? Oh, I did not even look. I should be cheating.
No one's got it yet. No one's got it at all.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
I am going to reveal the answer. Joe, you're kind of close in what you said with Wonder Boy.
Sure.
Dinosaurs, but
something
kind of close, but also a long way away because it was Wonder
Steve?
Book Walking with Dinosaurs.
Oh, never heard of that.
Oh,
game.
I've seen this. Okay.
Yeah, so I've never even heard of that game.
Did you get that one
that.
when you looked at the quiz questions?
I didn't practice on that one, so yeah, I seen the book before I seen the actual question.
Do you have that one?
Don't you mean
Barry's
Book of
do have the box for sale. If someone's looking for the box, I got one online right now. It's sealed. All right, moving on to question 8. Radio, here's your question. Oh no, I just gave away the answer. Oh my god.
No points for you. Is it Splatterhouse?
Is it fair that I didn't see it?
Well, here was the question.
Figsy gets -1 point.
Is this a new one? Oh, what is
Dirty Doctors. It's Jizz Actors. It's
Splash. What is that? Oh,
Spunk Stubble.
You might as well. Yeah, move on. That one, I do got that one. Splatterhouse.
Not getting you a point for that one, but yeah, that was Splatterhouse.
No, yeah,
I'm giving myself a point.
Although I was going to give Joe the start in the final round because he's behind, but because of that last round, I will give Radio the advantage to go first in this next round. So moving on to our final round, the way it's going to work is I'm going to show you a photo with 15 different weapons from video games. You have to tell me which video game or character weapons these are from. So you're each going to take turns in naming them. Radio, you'll be going first. And I've got about 30 seconds to think about it. So here are your weapons for the week.
Number 7's God of War.
All right, hold on. Don't go too fast.
Joe?
Number 5 is Mario from Donkey Kong.
That's correct. Radio?
6 is Hadouken. What is that? Oh, wait a minute. That is a weapon, huh? That's is that the Mega Blaster Mega Man? I'm gonna say Hadouken.
Incorrect. Not number 6. So
you
Radio's got 1 strike. You get 3 strikes and you're out. Joe?
Number 2 is the Master Sword from Zelda.
That's correct. Radio?
Number 4 is from Ratchet and Clank.
Incorrect. Radio's now got 2 strikes. Joe?
Number 1 is from Final Fantasy VIII, I believe.
Final Fantasy was the answer I was looking for, so that's the point.
Okay. Is it 8?
Radio?
Was that wrong? Is that not 8?
I think it was 7. I could be wrong.
It could be. I don't know.
Well, I think number 10 is from Luigi's Mansion.
Number 10 is from Luigi's Mansion. Radio gets a point. Joe?
Wait, I just looked at 14. What the fuck is going on?
I know.
I just need a minute. Hold on a second. What the hell is that?
My cat is offended.
Is that a Photoshop? What is going on here? Okay. 15 is from Soul Calibur. That's Nightmare Sword.
15 is from Soul Calibur.
I don't know what 14 is.
Radio's your point.
I think number 13 is from Castlevania.
13 is from Castlevania. Joe, you're up.
Is 12 from Portal?
12's from Portal.
All right.
Radio, you're up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting tough.
What the hell's that cat doing? Jeez. Which one's the?
We got 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 14.
3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 14. The cane. What's that from? Huh.
You're going to need an answer. I'll give you 5.
Yeah, I want to say 4 is from Hitman.
4 is not from Hitman. Radio is now locked out. Joe? It's all you now.
I think 4 is from DuckTales.
4 is from DuckTales.
Nice.
So, Joe, you've got 3, 6, 8, 9, 11, and 14.
I think 6 is a Hadouken from Street Fighter.
6 is Hadouken from Street Fighter.
Yeah, I thought you were right about
that. Well, I didn't think that was a weapon.
Okay. I mean, 8. It's just a bomb, dude. I mean, how many games use a bomb? Is it Bomberman for number 8?
8 is Bomberman.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So 3, 9, 11, and 14.
11 is super familiar to me, dude. Like, I've seen that weapon before. Ah, God, that's killing me. 11, that's... Man, that's pissing me off. I know that gun. All right, let me think about something else for a second. 3 is super familiar too, but I would have gone with Ratchet and Clank, like you said, but that's not Ratchet and Clank. Is it Destroy All Humans?
Oh,
3?
yeah.
3 is not Destroy All Humans. Joe's got his first strike.
Good guess.
I mean, that could be so many. Looks could be from Blasto. It could be from the ray gun. No, it's not the ray gun from Modern Warfare. What is 14?
That was my guess. I went the ray gun.
Yeah, that's not the right look for the ray gun though from that game. 9 is 9 Mega Man?
9 is Mega Man.
Oh yeah, I was
gonna say that too.
Yeah, I'm proud of that one, dude.
All right, Jay, we got 3, 11, and 14, and you've got 2 lives left.
14. I don't know what 14 is, and I just want to know. All right, 11 it's like a really mainstream game. Is it like? Oh God, Doom. It's like Doom. Is it Doom?
It's not Doom.
It's
Joe's got a second strike.
Shit. It's something like that.
It's bugging me too. I know a game that's
It's something like that. It's some FPS game where you can like use it as a melee weapon too. I'm pretty sure. It's pissing me off. Which one is it?
That's the game too. I know what game you're thinking of. Yep, that's it. That's such a helpful. I think that was
it. It's not Doom, huh? I really thought it was Doom. Is it? I'm gonna get it wrong. Is it Wolfenstein? Shit, I don't know.
Not Wolfenstein.
All right, I'm
so Joe's now out. I will reveal the ones missing. I want to laugh a little bit, Joe, because I know you turned around to look at your shelves. Then you're not going to own this game because it's an Xbox game.
It's a Gears of War.
It's Gears of War.
Yeah, that's what it is. I played it and I've used that damn thing. And
Number 11 was the Lancer from Gears of War. Yeah. Number 3 was Earthworm Jim.
Okay, yep. All right, yep.
And number 14 was from Postal. It is the cat silencer.
I haven't heard of this one.
I wouldn't have guessed that. That's a
They're coming into the final round. Radio was leading with a score of 5-1. The scores are finished. Radio finished on 8 points. However, today's winner with 10 points is Joe Rad from behind. Well done, Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that was our biggest come from behind win we've ever seen. So well done, Joe.
Dude, that was a freaking awesome idea for a category. Like,
that could be the
done.
whole quiz.
As soon as you said that idea, I was like, that is awesome. Because that's such a great thing. Because it's like that, like the Gears of War thing. That's such a perfect example. I'm like, I know that one.
You knew it too, and like the Street Fighter one too.
Yeah,
I just want to pull up Chat's question again because no one's got it yet. And what we're going to do for Chat's question is we are going to open this up to all viewers. So it's not just live viewers. You have until someone gets it, basically. First person in the comment section after the podcast comes out to get it gets the point. There will be no hints. This is open up to absolutely everyone. So this will be Chat's question until someone gets it. And let's move on while we're letting Chat pounder that. Giving EU guys a chance to get it if no one gets it here. Now we do have a little bit more news this week. We had Jim Ryan step down as Sony CEO. I believe he'd been working for Sony for 30 years. Towards the end of his career, I know he certainly got a lot of hate, but he definitely didn't have that at the start of his career. And Sony have done a lot in 30 years, so Best of luck to the guy in the future.
Hey, you can send all the hate you want to him. Freaking Sony and PlayStation did a fantastic.
I mean, he's influenced 30 years of Sony and PlayStation. If you guys haven't enjoyed anything in the last 30 years, I'm sure you all have watching this podcast.
I'm pretty sure he did all right with PlayStation 1 and 2. There was a little hiccup with 3. There's been some issues. Don't get me wrong. I'm not in love with the dude, but I'm very thankful for what he did and for what they've given us. So good for him.
Something that you and me are pretty excited about, Joe. They had a Stardew Valley 1.6 announcement. There's no date yet, but we sort of got a rundown of what 1.6 is going to include. So it looks like me and Joe will be diving back into our farms very soon.
Heck yeah. Did you see that PC support for 8-player multiplayer? Hey, cool we get like a little Stardew communist commune going. You know what I mean? We can have a little thing going on.
All on the one farm? Like, how's that gonna work?
I don't know, man, but nobody better be in there like stealing my eggs. You know what I'm saying? Better stay away from my chickens. All right, this is my little area.
And I think we'll move on to some show and tell, guys.
Oh, cool.
What do you got to show us this week, Joe?
Well, if you remember a long time ago, I got like a buy one get one when I bought that JoJo's game. And the second game finally came in like 3 weeks later. So I just finally got my copy of Astronite. This just showed up.
I thought
it's a really cool game. So it's they say it's like a 1-bit Metroidvania. So I mean it is like super simple graphics. I don't know if you can see it. It's like, black and white, real simple, straightforward. It's almost looks like a Vectrex game kind of. It's a really good game. It's a perfect example of gameplay is more important than graphics and stuff like that to me. And I am, like I said, just a complete sucker for these little 2D Metroidvania type games. I love these things. These games to me are like the sweet spot in gaming because they're usually all like 20 hours ish long to beat the whole game, and that's like exactly what I want to put into a game. Unless it's like a big RPG that I want to be 150 hours long or something, that's cool. But, Starfield or Zelda is a big event. Like, I'm down for those games, don't get me wrong. But on my average, like, I want to play a game. I like things I can beat within a reasonable amount of time.
80 hours into Starfield, barely touched the story.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. And that's fine. I'm
awesome.
down with that. If there's a game that you love and it just keeps giving you more content, then God bless you. Like my girlfriend, for example, she's not like me where she has 1,000 games. She gets like, a couple games every few months and she just plays puts 1,000 hours into each one because that's what she wants to do. She just likes to have those games that can go on forever. So I've been on a little fighting game kick. Trying to pick up a few more. So I picked this one up because it was insanely cheap. That is the Under Night.
I didn't know that was PS4 release.
Exolate bracket CL-R bracket. That's what it's called. The reason I picked this up too is I believe they just announced the sequel. So there is another one coming out soon. And it's just like an anime style fighting game. But I heard it's a pretty decent game. So
I played it. It was quite fun, that one. It wasn't something that you rave to the skies about, but it wasn't a bad fighting game at all. So
looks good. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm on like a little kick where I think I'm gonna pick up a few more fighting games.
I might be wrong here, but I believe it was a crossover of a couple of different game genres into one. That's where they got all the characters from.
Could be. I don't know. So that's one thing that I and like I'm a pretty nerdy guy, but like I'm pretty weak in the my anime game. I don't know a lot about that world. So when people are like, this is based off of the manga, which is the crossover, I'm like, I have no idea.
Just based off this, which came out in this, which is
although I did start watching the One Piece show on Netflix, and it's really good. I like it very much. And I ordered a whole bunch of One Piece games because I was like, this is fun. I like this. So I got like all the PS4 games coming. So that you'll be seeing those soon enough. So my next pickup, which is, I'm sure lots of people grab this, but I did grab the newest Trails game. Utah Boundless Trails.
Grab that one.
So as far as I know, this one's like a kind of like a I don't know if it's a prequel, but it's like a standalone story, not like involved in the other main stories. It's like its own thing or something like that. You can't go wrong with Trails games. Period. Like if you like turn-based combat games, you like RPGs, these are like just carrying on that torch. Like we were talking about like super influential series and stuff like that. I don't think the Trails, like up to this point, may have been as influential, but I think long term this is going to go down as one of like the best franchises in RPG history. Like I think these games are just going to be very, very. They just get more valuable too. Like as time goes on, all the ones for PSP and everything. It's insane how expensive they are now.
Right.
Armor was asking, is it better to have that on PS4? And I got it on Switch tomorrow. Coming tomorrow.
Which one?
The Trails game, I'm assuming.
Is it better? I mean, no. I mean, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. I just, I have like all of them on PS4, so that's what I'm going with. I don't think any of them have like extra content or anything, as far as I know. I don't think there's any differences in the versions. There could be though, but not that I know.
There's some difference. I forget what it is, but
is there a difference between the copies?
There's something about the Switch versions of those games. I don't know about that game in particular, but there's something different about the Trails games on Switch. I forget what it is.
Who knows? Maybe it comes with extra DLC or something.
It's like a checklist thing or something like that.
Better translation or something like that.
Yeah, like there's like a list of like a checklist where it doesn't have it on the PS4 version for some reason. It's terrible, but whatever.
Yeah, it probably has like more dresses for the girls or some dumb thing. Crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the way to go. Collect whatever you want. I used to buy doubles of everything, but I can't afford that shit anymore, dude. I'm done doing it. I still buy doubles sometimes, but not $50-$60 games like that. So I did get a Switch game too. I picked Fire Emblem Three Houses finally.
Oh, nice.
I found a nice used copy. I got it for $30. Pretty happy about it. It's in great shape. And love Fire Emblem. And I've been picking up all of these games. So this is the last Switch one. I think there's more than one Warriors game, right? For Fire Emblem on the Switch? Or is there only one? Because I have one of them. I have the Three Houses Warriors. And I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm crazy, but I think there's another Warriors game. So I think I need to get one more of those.
If there is, I haven't got it either.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
For VFF? Yeah, I don't know.
I know there's another Warriors game on the 3DS. I know that. So, but I don't know. I either have all of them now or I'm missing one of the Warriors games. And then on the 3DS, I still need to get one as well. Besides the crazy limited edition one that's like $800 that has the 2 games on one, which I'm not going to get that. I don't care that much.
I sold that. No regrets. I sold it for like $800,
If you want both games on one cart, that's great, but you can get them separately for like $50. So
when I had that listed, I was having people message me like, "Can I just buy the 2-pack for like $50?"
Yeah. No. Why on earth would I do that? Get the hell out of here.
I'm talking like a dozen people.
Crack
Not just one guy. Constant offers like lowballing me, but just for the game.
That's just because they want it because they probably have the box or right.
No, just that's the only way to get that game. So that's what they want. I mean, most of them probably just wanted to play it.
All right, so the last pickup is an accessory I bought from my Switch that I pre-ordered a long time ago, and it finally just came in. It's called a CRKD Nitro deck. And what it is it's like a holder for your Switch.
Oh.
So that you can put my Switch is filthy. You can put it in this little thing. And it's like got like the cool Super Nintendo design. So this is like a limited edition one they have. So they have the Super Nintendo design. They have a GameCube design that's really fire, which I think I'm going to order the GameCube one. Then they have just like a regular black one, a regular white one, a gray one. And then they have like a really cool mint green blue one too. But basically it just holds your Switch and it makes it like way thicker and gives you like this big beefy handles.
I like the buttons on the back too.
I like it.
Yep. And it gives you the buttons on the back.
Almost looks like a Wii U controller.
The stand. It makes it real big and beefy, kind of like the Steam Deck, and also like the triggers are massive. Like I really like the triggers compared to like, look at this. I mean, this is the regular Switch right here, and look at these beasts. And gives it some nice weight. It's got air vents. Feels really good. The only thing that's a little awkward about it is I'm not like super in love with this thumbstick being down here, where like on a regular Switch or like a Switch.
In the middle.
It's like more. It's more like over here-ish. Yeah. So it's really not that bad. Because honestly, most of the time I'm using the buttons anyway. I'm not using dual analogs, to be realistic. So it's not the end of the world or anything, but I'm not in love with where that is. But other than that, it feels great. Makes it nice and beefy. Like I said, and I have big hands. I can't stand using Joy-Cons. I hate Joy-Cons. I'm like super anti Joy-Con. Like I just can't stand them at all. So I usually use like the big hoary grips. But I thought I'd try this and see if that's
a neat one.
That's cool. Yeah, it looks neat. I like it. It's pretty cool.
And in that, when you connect it, the controller is like, it's not Bluetooth, is it? Is it connected directly to it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the way it works is it has a USB-C in the right here, USB-C connection, and you have to set your Switch to wired Pro controller mode. Yep. So if you get one and you plug it in, and you're like,
okay,
why isn't it working? Like me.
Like me.
Yeah, woo, I got my new toy. Let me play with it. It doesn't work. This thing sucks. What the heck?
Leaves a bad review.
Yeah, no. I'm not stupid enough not to read the manual first. It was like first thing. It's like before you plug it in, make sure you turn your Switch on and change the settings. So
I feel like by having the charger plugged into it would be more sturdy, holding it in there as well.
There we go. I clean my screen so it's not so disgusting. Oh, and it came with this really nice case too. It comes with a really nice case as well. So, yeah, if anyone's interested, they're available for order. These are like, it's like a new company and they just came out with these. These were like up for pre-order. But the Super Nintendo one, the GameCube one, and the mint green one, they're all limited edition. So once they sell out, they're not going to make them. And then also Limited Run Games released 2 versions of this too. So some of you might have saw that on their website. I didn't pick those up, but they had like a blue one and a purple one, and they kind of looked like the colored N64 consoles. You know those colors, those like
that's cool.
Those,
yep.
They kind of had that vibe. They were like that vibrant thing, and they're actually. I kind of wish I'd gotten one of those. Those are pretty freaking fire looking.
Like the transparent fluoro.
Yeah, they were like the colored transparent ones. So those are not available for purchase anymore unless you ordered them from Limited Run. But that's everything I got this week.
Nice. I got a couple of things I pulled out to show you guys. So I want to talk about a particular set of steelbooks that are available on PS4 that didn't get released with games. They got released with like PS Plus cards. Just quite unique PAL thing. So the first one we have is the PS1 steelbook. It's the shape of a PS1. It's a little bit embroidered too, which is really cool. But it's a steelbook.
Oh, that is cool.
Oh, so this is the 20th anniversary. There's no case on the inside, so you just got the steelbook, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but the
next one was
awesome.
Only sold in Australia, and this was you had to buy PS Plus for a year, and if you bought PS Plus for a year, it came with a steelbook. Gets better. On the inside, had a spot to put your PS Plus card. So I obviously got a free one by PS Plus for a year. But
that's like the
steelbook that came with it.
There's your receipt right there.
And the next one, and reason I'm showing these is because someone on Discord asked what this steelbook was for. I believe these were given out in Germany. Probably similar to the 20th anniversary one. I'm not entirely sure how they were sold or given out. But I got this from Christian over in Germany. And it's like wrapped up like a Christmas present, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
These are embroidered on the back too.
Embossed.
And this one actually has embroidered, like sewn on.
Yeah.
And this one's actually got a slot for a disc, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
So there are only 3 of them, and yeah, it's kind of weird that they didn't get released with games, but it's cool that we got them.
Dude, the 20th anniversary one is really cool, dude. I really like that. I would like to have that, even if it doesn't come with a game or anything. That's just a neat piece to have.
Yeah, it's just really nice. Like, I really just wanted that as soon as I seen it. I'm like, that's cool. I need that for the collection.
I am like so nostalgic for the original PS1 design too. Like, I love the gray. I just, God, I love that stuff.
Just the name PlayStation.
Heck yeah. Be right back.
I'm on a big
first, right now.
So I didn't really know what else to show. Actually, this one is a steelbook on the Switch by PM Studios. I actually just saw this online and bought it. I don't really know too much about it, but it's a steelbook.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it's in the Game Boy shape. This isn't an actual game, too, but I'm sure you guys.
That's really cool.
PM Studios before, right?
Yeah. I'm plenty of games.
Yeah, so there's no game for this or anything. It just
is that a normal size? Oh, it's like a Switch. Whole Switch games, right?
That's really cool.
Switch games in there.
Okay, that's pretty.
I would never store games in a case like that, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
Imagine having all your Switch games stolen. That's like thousands.
I might put my
loose
Switch games in here or something, just so I'm not going to put them in there, but yeah, but this didn't come with a game either. This was just something that I don't know the story behind it. That's all I'm saying. But I thought it was
cool. I like that.
And
we're showing off steelbooks that are like consoles. We got the PS1.
I didn't know it was Steelbook Day, guys. What the heck? Nobody told me.
I do love the steelbooks on the Switch, though. The little, I don't know, they're pretty neat.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence if I like them or not.
Just those little tiny. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, they're not all consistent though. Like, I got a G2 size one from Bloodstained, and it's got like the Switch card inside. But I store that with my PS4 steelbooks because it's not going to sit next to a Switch steelbook.
I'm trying to think of which Bloodstained. That's the new Castlevania like game, huh?
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, I think it was called.
I've heard. I got it. I haven't played it yet. And then I got this bad boy. This came in. This is the Blasphemous.
Nice.
This is an older one.
Collector's edition. That's cool.
Yeah, it's the
that thing's massive. Holy crap!
I had to get it. I had to grab it. It was like $200 on eBay. I was like, I'm just gonna buy it.
Such a good game, though, man.
I haven't beaten it. I downloaded it a couple years ago, played it for a little bit. Then I started playing it again, and I have so much fun playing this one.
I got stuck the first time I played it. Like, I couldn't beat this boss. I was on him. I could not beat it, and I got pissed, and I ruined the game, and I had to start over. And then
so it's my 4th time on it.
Oh, nice.
Just deleting and replaying because there's certain parts in the game where I'm just, the story, it's one of those games where if you don't do something, the story changes completely. If you don't, there's different endings in that. So
yeah, and that's what I think I did is I messed something up and I boned myself. And by the time I got to this boss, I was like underpowered. Or
I won't beat the game until I get an A. So I know I got an A. And I don't know how that's going to even be possible, but
that's cool though. Did you get
You'll be a god at the game by the time you beat it.
The sequel just came out. I haven't played it yet. I'm assuming it's badass.
This Blasphemous, or which one is it?
Blasphemous 2 just came out.
I haven't played it either. Yeah, I can't wait to get that. And then I got so I don't do this often, but I guess I could show it off. This is a PC game, and I don't know anything about this one either. But it's called Devotion.
Ooh.
Taiwan. It's from from Taiwan. It's like one of those PT. Have you heard of PT?
Mm-hmm.
That Silent Hills thing. So that's what this kind of reminds me of, except it's a complete game from Red Candle Games. You can go on their website actually, and you can download it, play it. It's supposed to be really good, but I don't know anything about it. But I thought I'd just throw that out there, show it if anybody's watching and looking for some new games to play. I highly recommend this.
Looks cool. I like the.
Nothing to say about it. I can't even boast. I have nothing to say. I haven't even played it myself, but I can't wait to get into the game and play it. I know nothing about it.
It's a PC game?
It's it's a PC game. You can go on Red Candle's website. I think they still have it for like $20.
That's pretty cool.
Just to download it. It should be like I was told it's like a couple-hour game, really short.
So what's is that like horror like your favorite genre, you say, or what's your favorite genre? A game?
Oh, I love horror. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Parasite Eve 2 was my first game.
Nice.
And that game gets a lot
third one,
of hate.
The birthday?
No, I haven't even played that. I remember when I heard about that and I was so excited to play it that somebody told me it wasn't that great, and I was like, oh.
And it only got an Australian English version if you want to play it.
I never even looked back when I was told it was bad.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's totally different gameplay style from the first two games. It's like a different type of game. But it's Parasite Eve, so it's still cool.
Is it really the same kind of flow though? Is that
no, it's definitely it's not like the first two games at all. But the story is still cool. It's still Parasite Eve. It's still better than nothing, dude. I mean, I would play it if you have a chance to.
That second game gets a lot of hate. I love that second game. That's my Resident Evil.
You want to talk about games that could use a remake? That would be a cool franchise to reboot, and I mean like a real remake too, because those games are great, but they're a little janky and slow nowadays.
They would probably perform really well in sales today too, because it's a genre that's really kicked off again. We like Dead Space. And Silent Hill.
Speaking of which,
absolutely.
I've been playing the new Dead Space. I remember I told you I got that recently. Oh my god, dude. It is phenomenal. It looks so good. Like I've been just delving into the retro depths with my Steam Deck for the last few weeks, or I'm just all Nintendo and N64 and old PS1 games or anything. So tonight to put on a nice brand new PS5 game again and play it on my TV, I was like, whoa, this is so sick. I forgot how good this is.
Oh my god, graphics, 60 frames? What is this?
That's what I'm craving, man. Those hardcore
4K TV over here, and you played freaking Contra. Yeah.
Someone was asking what everyone's guessing at. I just want to pull chat's question up again. So we're trying to work out what the video game is from these 3 photos, and no one's guessed it yet.
I know it. I know what it is.
Send me a message and I'll let you know if you're right.
Okay. All right.
On that note, guys, we might.
I can't give any hints.
Yeah, no hints for the question. Radio, thanks so much for coming on, man. It was good to have you on here, and congrats on. No, you didn't win the quiz. I was congratulate you on winning the quiz. Joe won.
I robbed you.
Almost.
Dude, you did awesome. That was really cool, man. It was really nice having you on, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's really great being here.
Yeah, definitely get you back on for a milestone episode down the line.
Absolutely, that'd be fun.
For the bonanza, for the 100, the what are
unofficial 100th episode.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do it.
We'll work something out. All right, guys. Good luck in the quiz. You can either guess on Discord or in the comments of the podcast. So first person to get it will get the point. I'll reveal on Discord once someone's got the question. And we will see you guys Sunday night for another EU show. See you guys then.
Hey, everybody.
You found the coolest